Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming and sometimes hair, so if that sounds like a thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. As someone with very oily skin, I've always had a struggle with moisturisers. There's still so many questions floating around in regards to should people with oily skin be moisturising? I personally believe the answer is yes. And I think everyone should be moisturising. I think that's common fact now. But I do see in a lot of comments that oily people just don't like to moisturise because they haven't found the right moisturiser for them. So whilst there are circumstances where you may not want to moisturise, if you're oily, maybe it's the height of summer and your skin just can't handle any more oil, you may want to use a hydrating and moisturising serum and then go into sunscreen, for example. You should be pretty much moisturising every single day. As people with oily skin, we tend to want to cleanse more. We've been told that we can exfoliate more often than other skin types, so we tend to push our skin to the limits, and we're always wiping out our skin as well. All this can have a negative effect on our skin barrier, and moisturisers can really help repair it. So today I'm going to share my favourite moisturisers of all time ever so far that have cared for my oily skin without leaving me looking like a greasy, oily mess. And whilst today's video isn't sponsored by YesStyle, they have kindly gifted me all the moisturisers in today's video. To be fair, a lot of my skincare is actually from YesStyle. Anything Korean you see from there. And they give me a discount code for you to use. Here it is, for 15% off your new moisturisers. It's valid for 1 week from today, and it's on orders on $49 US plus. Let's start off with one of my newest favourites that I feel like I've never given a good review, and that is the Claire's Fundamental Water Gel Cream. Like the majority of the moisturisers I'm going to be talking about today, this has that, as the name suggests, watery gel-light texture. It's not a gel like the old-fashioned gel moisturisers where it's very alcohol heavy, it dries instantly into the skin and kind of sinks too quickly into the skin. This is a moisturizer that gives your skin that hydration that it needs and also moisturize, again, without feeling sticky or heavy or sitting on the skin. This moisturizer contains some beautiful emollients and humectants, those hydration trapping ingredients, and hydration is very important for oily skin. We have glycerin as one of our main humectants that retains that hydration, as well as butylene glycol. We have green tea in here as an antioxidant. I find green tea is really good for evening out redness, evening out skin tone. It's also been shown to help possibly with pore size. Promisingly, this moisturizer instantly gives your skin this like tighter and brighter look. I use this religiously throughout summer because even though it's nice and light, it still gives you this glowy kind of like glossy skin. As someone with oily skin, you've done your skincare routine, you put your moisturizer on, your skin looks really nice, and then like 2 hours later, you're just a greasy mess and you feel like your moisturizer is like just falling off your face. This didn't do that, but I had this glow throughout the whole day. And that's because of the light hydrating ingredients in here. This is really boring, but there's some nice viscosity controllers in here that just make the product glide effortlessly on the skin and sit so nicely on the skin. And I said it sounds boring, but there's something that's so important when you have oily skin. You want it to feel light. You want it to spread easily over your skin. So I love this moisturizer. But I'm from Mugwort Cream. I've gone through 2 jars of this, and again, I feel like I've never given this a good, fair, in-depth review. As oily skin people, as I mentioned, we're often told that we can exfoliate more than people without oily skin. So sometimes like I will exfoliate like 4 times a week for about 4 weeks, and then I've over exfoliated and I know I need to calm down. But of course this leads to irritated skin, this leads to a damaged skin barrier. So even though we're oily, we still need those healing and protecting moisturizers sometimes. Obviously not to use in the morning, but especially at night, and give our skin a chance to heal without any of those environmental aggressors. I actually discovered mugwort as an ingredient through where I'm from, and it has amazing healing and soothing properties, and this is an ingredient I'll look out for when I do have irritated and inflamed skin. It's potent in vitamin E, meaning it can repair and restore our damaged skin, and it's anti-inflammatory as well, so it really takes down that redness. This moisturizer does have shea butter in, making it a little bit heavier than the usual moisturizer I would pick for my oily skin, but as I mentioned, this is like purely for me an evening moisturizer, or as the weather gets colder, something I could use in the morning. As with most moisturizers, this has lots of humectants in, so again, we want to keep our oily skin hydrated because dehydrated skin leads to more oil. Nature Nature Squeeze Green Watery Gel Cream. Obsessed with this product. I don't know why I stopped using it. I think when you review skincare for a living, you forget about all your favorites and all the best products you've ever used. But this is one of those moisturizers that I constantly like have in stock, should we say. It's for me the ultimate moisturizer for oily skin. If you need to pick just one moisturizer from today's video, this is the one. This is moisturizing, it's hydrating, it gives you this dewy glow that looks like a glow and not oily skin. A glow that lasts all day and your skin will never ever feel heavy or bogged down when you use this. Besides all the usual hydrating ingredients like glycerin we have in here, you also have squalane, a skin identical ingredient that's naturally found within our sebum, so it kind of helps balance that out. But squalane is also known for being a great moisturizer without feeling oily or sticky. Squalane oil, plant squalane oil, is the only oil I use because it doesn't feel thick and heavy and greasy like other oils do. We have soothing panthenol in here as well. We do have alcohol in here, but remember that formulation is queen when it comes to these products. And this won't dry out your skin because first of all, if you have oily skin, it's very unlikely it's going to dry you out, but also it's in a moisturizer, so it's not going to dry you out. It's probably in here as a penetration enhancer and in here to make the texture ideal for our oily skin. We also have these tiny suspended capsules of avocado oil in here. They're not in like plastic beads, they are just little blobs of avocado oil. They moisturize just enough and they comfort your skin just enough as well. And avocado oil was actually known to penetrate the skin extremely well, moisturizing more than just the surface of the skin. And it also contains vitamin E, so we have some antioxidants in here too. If you're really struggling to find a moisturizer and you're oily skinned, this is the moisturizer for you. We're going to finish on a thicker moisturizer, and that's the COSRX Balancium Comfort Ceramide Cream. Even with oily skin, I do feel it's important to have that thicker occlusive layer, especially in the evening, to stop losing that hydration, especially in the winter, as I keep saying. As people with oily skin, if our skin starts to get dehydrated, if our skin barrier is compromised, our skin can get oilier, and it's not a nice natural oil. Having dehydrated oily skin is the worst skincare state my skin's ever been in. My skin looked porous, it looked dry and dull with this horrible greasy sheen on it. It wasn't like enjoy your natural oils, it was a greasy sheen that just highlighted all the larger pores on my face, all the fine lines, all the texture that was on my face. So having a cream, a healing, repairing cream on hand is important for even us people with oily skin. So as the name suggests, this moisturizer contains ceramides, some of the essential building blocks of our skin. The reason CeraVe is so good is because of its ceramides, and it really is an ingredient that all skin types can benefit from because it's just skin. We also have cetyl olivate in here, which is a barrier healing and repairing ingredient as well. This moisturizer is all about that repair. We also have niacinamide, which we can all benefit from. Niacinamide is known to help regulate sebum production and just great at evening out your skin tone as well. This isn't a moisturizer for the daytime for us oily skinned. It will feel heavy during the day, even in the winter, and it might be a moisturizer that you want to rinse away in the morning, but having those repairing ingredients at hand is super, super important. So there we have it. Those are some of my favorite K-beauty moisturizers, I would say, more than just in general. For oily skin, if you want a bit of discount, don't forget to use my code. You have 1 week on orders $49 plus. If you have oily skin, let me know your favorite moisturizer in the comments box down below. I'm always on the lookout. Well, I got too many products going on at the moment, but I'll keep it in mind. Leave that in the comments down below. And that is it from me. I will see you next time.